In 1995, Carolyn McMeekin discovered the remarkable effects a two-channel microcurrent machine had on healing muscles and nerve pain. She's helped many patients with conditions who did not respond to other medical therapies heal using frequencies. This is a new treatment paradigm using frequencies to treat specific conditions. Frequencies treat pain by using low-level electric current. The current is delivered to certain parts of the body in an attempt to relieve the pain. The current increases energy in the cells, and the frequencies tell the cell what to do with it. It turns off inflammation, breaks up scar tissue, and removes toxicity. With the use of frequencies, patients with shingles, kidney stone pain, nerve and muscle pain, fibromyalgia, PTSD, concussions, stroke pain, among many other conditions, have all been helped. To learn more about frequency-specific seminars, visit frequencyspecific.com.